This is not a video you want to miss. This is one of those videos you really want to pay attention to. If you're going to pay attention to any, it's this one, because this one forms the basis for all the issues you're having around your trading journey. This is a video called How I Reprogrammed My Mind to Be a Killer Trader, and it's a little secret trick that I use. Not so secret, but it's not a well-known one in trading, but this is how I used it. And I'll tell you what I actually did. It's quite simple and it really works when you use it. Let me just talk about, first of all, what is really going on for you to understand why this trick works. So the reason you're not consistently profitable really is only two things: fear and greed. And fear comes in hesitation, lack, revenge. You're not quite sure what you're doing, or you trying to make back the money you've lost. And greed, of course, you're rushing, over risking, and a false knowing about what's going to happen. You're kind of trying to think that you really know what's about to happen, being right. And this manifests as being inconsistent because your decision is led by your fear or by your greed. It's not led by process and you being in your centered, calm state where you're just acting from a place of really being familiar, being certain, being just calm and knowing that you are okay. From that place of peace, that is the right place to trade from. But of course, what we do is we go from one to the other, and then eventually what happens is each time we are just, going between them, and it's like a kind of a, pendulum. It swings one way, then it swings the other way, and it comes back. And then what we want to do is we want to stay here. We want to stay centered and not have any fear, not have any greed, but just remain balanced. And this is what happens when you are in a pendulum. I'm sure you felt this before. You just can't really work out why this keeps happening. Why is this always going from one to the other? What's happening in me that this is going on? What's the real root cause? Well, there's many ways you can go about it. There's many things that you can do. I'm going to share with you one thing in this video that has really helped me. And I think it will work for you. I'm pretty sure. I'd love for you to try it and for you to comment below what you think of this. We want to avoid going into this cycle, constant pendulum, fear and greed, and in this cycle. And one way to break the cycle, which we'll go through now, is to rearrange your process, your mind, going from one to the other, and just keep it in the same place that you decide to focus on. Now, what's the trick? Well, we're going to use NLP, which is neuro-linguistic programming. If you're not familiar with it, look it up. It's basically a way to program your mind using a trigger so that you automatically act. Your actions are just a result of what you've got going on in your mind. So no, in the way that we're going to use it is not having any fear, not having any greed, but being programmed, setting the mind at a certain state, at a certain way that we decide where we act. Now, we don't have any control of the market. We don't know what's going to happen, really. We can't do anything about it. We can just participate in the way that we participate. And the idea here is that we are doing what we decide and what we can control. And that the behavior of that is the important part. So where this comes from is from someone you may have seen or heard before, Jordan Belfort, who was the original Wolf of Wall Street. If you've seen the movie, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, and Leonardo DiCaprio played the real life story based on the real life story of Jordan Belfort. So I will leave the links below, and you can find his video in on YouTube if you search it, where he goes through the steps, but I will go through it with you here for trading. And he used this very, very successfully for his sales career. So let's talk about what it is. Well, it is your sense of smell. So we're going to use your smell to program your mind. And the smell is very strong. And what you'll see Jordan Belfort talk about is the fact that when you get that hit of a smell, you can use it to attach it as a trigger, as an anchor to something. And that something that we're going to use here is the certainty and knowing of the trading state that you want. So the way that you decide to feel and you decide to be as you are trading, so that you're not pulled by fear, you're not pulled by greed, you are centered and you are in the way that you decide to be with the chart. And then make those decisions from that place. So we want to use the sense of smell with this stick that we're going to use, this smell stick, to add these situations, these good feelings, these good states into our mind, where we have the right situations that we use from memory, and I will talk you through the steps in a minute, into the mind. Now, this stick that we use is a smell stick that you can get any stick you want. You can use any smell that you want, or it doesn't have to be a stick. The point is to use the smell as a trigger point. Now let me take you through the steps of how this trigger, this anchor is actually used, how I use it for trading. These are the steps to program your mind to act and be in the state that you choose. Okay, these are the steps. First of all, you need to order your nose stick. So you need to choose your smell and order a nose stick, or just pick a smell if you want to get your own. So let me show you where I get mine first of all. Now, if you want to watch the video, then you can watch Jordan Belfort's video before you continue here, or finish the video here with me and then go and watch his video for more, for the deeper explanation. But this is the company that I have found that I like. I use this company. It's called company in Switzerland called Aroma Stick, and you can check out the various products. You can choose one, the one you like, and they've got some information on the ingredients. And yeah, we've got a list of ingredients. You can see whether it's something that you might like. There's various other ones. The one that Jordan Belfort uses is another one, but I like this one because it's organic, it's natural, and it doesn't give you that kick in the head that other type of similar products have with the chemicals. And this one's a lot, I would say, softer on the head, while still having a really pleasant natural smell. So that's the one I use. If you want to check them out, you can have a look at the site and yeah, choose the one that's right for you. Next step, number 2, how do we actually use this? Well, what we do is we take 3 of the best setups you've taken recently and then print them out on a full scale A4 paper. And once you've got that A4 paper and you can see the chart and you can see let me go back one step. You can see the setup. What you do is you take it in and then you close your eyes. So you look at the setups, you feel the good feeling, the certainty, which Jordan Belfort talks about, the certainty in your body. You close your eyes and then you say yes. So I've got my stick here. Hopefully you can see it. This one has a very nice smell to it. So you look at the setups and then you absorb it, you feel it in your body, and you really go into the state, the feeling, good feeling state of how it is to be certain about the setup and the setup that you want, and how good it feels to take that one setup that you know, and that way that you take it is the one, is the strategy that works out for you consistently long term, and you want to do it again and again and again. So the process is you watch it, you look at your setups, you absorb them, you close your eyes, and then you feel it, you sense it in your body. And as you sense it in your body and you experience that I am now in this state where your mind is focused and you know that this is the setup you want, and you know that if you continue to take this over time, this is the right one, and you've experienced that, once it's there, once it's like running through your blood and bones, at that moment, you take the stick and you go, yes, like that. And you have the smell, and you also have an action in your body, a physical action, which will just anchor it even further. This creates an association. And then you will hold it in your mind's eye, and you can do it again. Yes, do that action over and over. If you don't have it in your mind and you don't feel it in your body, you again look at your chart, take your printout, look at it, absorb it, take it in, and just as you got it, take it in, feel it, really experience it, not in your head, but in your body. Like you go down from the head to the body, and then yes, and you do that over and over. Now, the second part is, first of all, 20 minutes a day is a good place to start. 100 days, if you feel the challenge, if you're up to it, this is going to change your trading. And I'm not kidding. The second part to all of this is, once you've done this, as you go about your trading, the moment you get the trade and you felt like you've executed it well and you've actually done what you know is in your right process and your strategy, you use the smell again. So as you've done something well, you've done something right, you straight away, yes, straight away, and anchor it in and merge this smell, merge the anchor of the smell with the trading state and bring it in to you, really bring it into your body. You will know, how will you know that this is going in the right direction? First hint you will have is that you will know something is going right when you are able to pull this out, smell it, and you get taken right back into that place, right back into that setup, right back into your whole body, feeling that clear certainty, that real strong sense. That's how you will know. But it will have to be quick, it will have to be instant, and it will happen automatically. So this will do it for you. You can't control what happens on the chart. You can't control what happens in your environment, in your day, in at any point in time. But what you can control is how you act and what state you're in and what feeling you're in, no matter the circumstances. It helps, of course, to have a calm state. It helps, of course, to breathe first, to meditate, if you like, empty your mind. Absolutely. If you can do that, add that in beforehand. However, this, the new action, the new way of being with the charts is what you want to put into place. So if you want to watch the video, you can go and watch the video. I put the links below, and he talks a bit more about it and why it works and how he used it. So he used it for sales, and we can use it for trading. You can use it for anything, any part of your life really, but I find it effective, and particularly because the smell factor is very strong, the olfactory sense. So we want to do that. We want to go into it. We don't need many setups, we don't need many printouts, but you just need to have a few that you can use. So that is a challenge, and this is where we're getting to calmness, knowing a certainty about yourself, just that peaceful feeling and being in the center, not going into fear, not going into greed, just being right and centered and reprogramming the mind. So I hope that helps you. I certainly benefit from this. And if you are going to use it even stronger, if you want it even stronger, if you want it even more intensive, then the stronger the smell, the more it's going to hit your nose. These are, I would say, probably a bit softer than most, but you have some others with the peppermint that are stronger. The peppermint or menthol tends to be a stronger hit, but if you like that kind of thing, not everybody does. So this is the little secret weapon, and it really works. And I would say that I don't know anybody else using this, anybody else doing this. If you want to try it for 100 days, and I'd love to hear what you think about it, how it's affected you, and go about your day. I would say even, you could take this anywhere. That's the beauty about this is that you can just put it in your pocket and travel anywhere and do this practice anywhere. Even if you're not at the computer, even if you haven't got your charts open, you can remember it, you can feel and remember the time that you had that perfect setup and you acted and you did what you were meant to do, and then you can replay that and bring it into the present moment right now, and right now experience that feeling. And then you take out your stick. You could be at the airport lounge, you could be somewhere waiting for a bus, you could be lying down on the grass, anywhere relaxing, and you just pull this out, remember it. Yes, but don't do it quickly. Start off slowly, and then once you get it into your body, it's just such a great feeling. Yeah, I mean, you can't beat this kind of feeling. It's exactly where you want to be, no matter where you are in life, really, but especially with trading, removing all of that, accepting all of that fear and greed, and then choosing something else instead of it. Thank you for watching. Look forward to hearing what you guys think. Go and create your new mind. Create a new mind for yourself and be that person from your mind, from your new place. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye for now.